These are the tools needed in drafting an A-line skirt. We have hip curve, marker, carbon paper, L-square, tape measure, and pencil. To start, let's draw border lines. 2 inches for the vertical line and 1 inch for horizontal line. As usual, mark A as the starting point, B is the length, and C is 1/2 inch downward. Next is A to D, which is the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 for the dart. And then A to E is the hip depth, which is 8 inches. And then project line E and B to the right. F is the hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch, and then square it into F to line B and mark G. H is 2 inches from G, and then connect D, F, and G. Next, connect B to I. J is 3 1/2 inches from A, and then K is 5 inches downward from J. Next, measures 1/2 inch to both sides of J and mark L and M, and connect to K. Next to connect is C to D using hip curve. Next, fold the dart and make the waist straight. So that's it for the front pattern. Next is to trace the back pattern using the front pattern. Of course, let's not forget to use the tracing wheel in tracing the pattern. Okay, so the following are the seam allowances for the waist, sides, and hemline. Okay, so the 3 circles indicate center fold. Okay, for the back pattern, we need to measure for the slit and for the zipper. Okay, so let's move on to drafting the waistband. Now for cutting the patterns. Now, before we can proceed to cutting and sewing the fabric, let's have the pre-wash or soaking the fabric to avoid shrinkage or the reduction of fabric and measurements, and also to check the discoloration so you might separate it to the other fabrics. Next is the pressing your fabric to increase the loveliness of your project before cutting and sewing. Next is the pattern layout to the fabric. Go from the front pattern to the back pattern and also the waistband. Next is transferring the measurements to the fabric. And now the fabric cutting. The first thing to do is to sew the darts and following the sides. Okay, once you're done, you may now attach the waistband. Okay, the next thing to do is to attach the zipper, and then since I don't have any other zipper foot, so I'll be using the available presser foot that I have. Now the basic part, let's do the hemming. Okay, so for the finishing touches, let's clean the seams. I would like to acknowledge the participation of my sister for wearing the final product. And that's it. This is Miss Temple.